Wait, why is this doing this? Oh, it's still in transfer mode. Okay. Take two.
Well, we're sitting in the dark now.
When we started this podcast, it was a beautiful sunset.
We had this gorgeous background behind us, sitting on Kristin's patio.
It was so nice.
It didn't take.
Something happened.
We literally did a whole podcast, you guys, and it did not take.
This might be the episode that causes us to quit podcasting.
This has been a night.
It's been a day. But we called this the patio podcast because it really was lovely. And now it's like we hear the crickets.
Well, Kristin wanted to move it over here. We were going to originally...
We thought it'd be easier tonight.
Originally, we thought, let's do it in the camper. And then, that could be, our spot. And then it was kind of like, well...
Could still work, but not tonight.
Yeah, but, I mean, it just would take... Well, and not only that, I do think that it's a good amount of equipment here. And I think that, you would not want it in there, to be honest with you. But, nonetheless, it didn't work. And we decided to have this... We had a beautiful sunset. We were like, let's do it out on the patio.
Can you see us? It's probably better. You can't see us
now. It's right because we look like junk.
We look like turkey trash.
Well, I didn't touch the turkeys.
We loaded chickens and turkeys. They go to harvest tomorrow morning. So I have a very early morning to drive all the birds to get processed. Harvest, another word for getting their necks cut off. It's a nice way to say it.
That is. I was actually just thinking that, that's such a nice way to put that. I just told my husband that I think he and I definitely do the short straw in our friendship. So
you guys do help us quite a bit, especially lately. Danna saved the day while we were at the Ohio State Fair. Our friend who has been helping us while we're out of town, he would happen to be out of town too. So Danna drew the short straw and she helped us with the chores. However, you learned you like the sheep.
I don't mind the sheep because they're kind of so I'm a total dog person. I don't like cats. For anyone that knows me, I do not enjoy cats at all, but I love dogs. Any kind of dog I love. And the sheep remind me of dogs because they get friendly. So excited and they give you they're
like, she's going to feed us.
Right. They react to you and that's why I like them. So a lot of the animals don't really care whether you're there or not, but they the bunnies don't even really care if you're there or not.
The bunnies are just super cute.
Oh, they're cute by themselves.
Showed you. I gave you a sneak peek. So we have a little litter of rabbits, and they are so fat and happy.
They are really, really, really cute. But yeah, the sheep just kind of react to you. When we got our bearded dragon, everyone told us of all of the reptiles that you can have as pets, bearded dragons are the only reptile that react to humans. And they do. They respond to you. They'll if you tap on this glass, he'll look up.
You never take him out anymore.
Yeah, sometimes, very rarely though, do we do this, but we'll let him run around the living room floor.
What if he poops?
He never poops.
Well, he does poop.
I know, but it's so far and few. Well, he does, but it's very, very far and few. So
that's a nice feature.
Yeah, he's the easiest pet ever.
Speaking of poop, I had some on my leg, apparently.
I'm sure you still do. I don't know why you would use that as past tense. I'm sure you still have some, and now we're even closer.
So did you do any tax-free shopping this past weekend?
I did not. So I find that this is all a bogus thing, this tax-free thing. Stores crack me up because everyone goes crazy. And I don't know what your time is worth, but mine is not worth the $7 or whatnot that it's going to save me. And listen, I mean, I appreciate the theory behind it, but it's my girlfriend said she went to Aurora Farms, which is, for those of you not around here, it's an outlet mall by us. She said you couldn't even get into the Nike outlet.
Really?
You weren't able to walk into stores. That's insane to me. I'm sorry, nothing is worth that. No sale is worth that.
I'm glad that people are out and shopping local.
Well, I think
they're
not really shopping local. They're shopping, they're supporting Nike. I mean, which I do too. I'm just saying,
yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel are you kidding me? go next weekend. There'll be a sale that'll save you more money than the tax-free will anyways.
Well, we had the Ohio State Fair, and we started a tradition a couple years ago of doing a little back to school shopping, like giving the kids a break.
Yeah.
During the fair, we had some downtime and
Did you do any?
We had no time.
Yeah.
No, there was no time.
I took Sam tonight just to Target. He's my only one that has a school supply list this year.
Joe doesn't have one.
Well, this is an interesting concept. So during COVID, they took away the school supply lists at our elementary schools and included it in their school supply fees.
Okay.
So they supply all of their school supplies. And during COVID, the reasoning obviously was, we're going to do you a favor. Our school district did a great job of keeping our kids in school during COVID. We never were out of school.
You just had a mask.
They did have to mask, but they got to stay in school, which was more than a lot of other area districts could say. So they had whatever, like you used to have the thing where you could like pay $100 and they would do the school supplies. And my kids never wanted to do that because they love going school supply shopping. Right. And so then during COVID, they did this and they supplied all the school supplies. Well, they've kept that going for elementary. So Sam is going into middle school and he got a actual school supply list. I don't know.
Maybe I should look. Do the 8th graders have a school?
Yes.
Oh,
there is one. I can text it to you.
Thanks. We still have a couple weeks though.
Yeah. So I went tonight, and I mean, there wasn't much on there. I actually, it may even be the same list. It's all middle school has the same list. So I'll text it to you. But so what's interesting though, and then I thought, well, gee, that's interesting. I wonder if Olivia needs anything because like high school doesn't really have like a school supply list. I'm like, I guess I'll just give her a pack of pencils and a couple notebooks and, as they need, I'll buy it.
Right.
Like, there's nothing.
A couple that the teachers said get these items.
Yeah. So we've not had any. I'm sure after the first day they may say like, oh, you need a binder for this class, or you need a notebook for this class, but we've not had anything yet. So for her, I'm like, I guess I'll just throw in some pencils and a couple notebooks for the first day of school. But I was like, well, do you guys want to go like school shopping? So this is kind of cool. So my grandma passed away, and my mom, for my kid's birthday, she was like, my kids have all 3 of their birthdays in July, and it was right around the time that my grandma passed. And my mom was like, I feel like she would have bought them something. And she's like, I have like a little bit of her money, She's like, I want to get them something. I said, well, why don't you, there's 5 great grandchildren. I said, why don't you go buy Target gift cards and for each of the 5 grandkids, and you can that'll be their back to school shopping,
That's
so
nice.
So my mom did that. So we used that tonight, and but of course my boys are like, no, we don't see anything we like. I'm like, great. So now we have to go somewhere else. I just bought a Target gift card is what really happened.
We do that too with kids when they get gift cards they don't necessarily want.
Right.
We just pay them.
We'll cash them out for the kids. Right. So
we have back to school. We have one in elementary, 2 in middle school, 2 in high school between the 2 of us.
No,
3 in high school. Sorry.
So
and then 1 in college.
1 elementary, 2 middle, 3 high school, 1 college. Wow.
And so Sam, he's going next Wednesday.
This is crazy.
So he's really ready to go to college, but he doesn't have anything he needs to go to college. And so I'm like, okay, Sam, I put together a bag of stuff for you. And so I was thinking, I was actually talking to a friend at the market today, and she's like, that was a really good idea. So I put together a little first aid kit with essentials, your Band-Aid, your Neosporin. I'm into oils.
Yes.
But Melaleuca, Sam gets some styes in his eye, and then he puts Melaleuca, and they disappear. So just some essential oils and his laundry stain kit when he gets a bloody nose, all these different things, washing his towels, washing his sheets, making sure his extra long twin comforter comes in time.
So have you bought? So you got the comforter. Have you bought?
Done.
You're done.
We did those things.
Okay.
And what about to come now from Amazon?
What about things? I don't know. What else do you have in a dorm room?
So they come with their fridge and their microwave. So
they have it.
The popcorn. Okay. Can't not have the popcorn.
Right.
But we're kind of under the thought that he'll get there and he'll see what he needs, and then he'll go buy it.
Yeah.
I think he needs storage totes for his clothes. Bill's like, he doesn't need storage totes.
Yeah, I almost feel like those Rubbermaid drawers might be good.
Yeah. Their beds sit up, but not high enough for a loft.
Yeah.
But we're gonna let him see what he needs, I guess.
Well, I mean, I guess it's his first time away, and he'll learn real quick. Yeah, exactly. That's so exciting.
All the back to school things.
That is so exciting.
So
I was just talking to another friend today, and I was just saying how I am, we say that kids thrive on schedule, no matter the age that you thrive on schedule. And I'm like, I thrive on their schedule.
Yeah.
Like
you like back to school for that reason.
I do. I love it. Like I actually love them not being in school just for the, ease of, there's no homework, there's no lunches to be made.
It's nice to have
It's
them.
just so nice to have them home and get to do stuff. But I do feel that this summer wasn't our best summer, just because of all of our family stuff going on. So we didn't get to really enjoy as much as we would have liked to. But that being said, like I am so looking forward to the schedule of school again and sending them off to school and like, I don't know, being a little bit more productive. Want to hear a story? Guess what I did yesterday? I forgot my kid. So, like,
I've forgotten my
clearly
kids
I'm
before,
overwhelmed.
too.
No, I got the phone call, Mom, where are you?
You were only 10 minutes late, too.
I felt awful,
It
though.
was
Like,
20 minutes by the
honest,
time you got
it was
there,
20 minutes by the time I got there, and her coaches waited. Like, and then, which I hope they don't listen, because she was, like, texting me, and she's like, Mom, if the coaches ask, you got stuck at work, because
You were stuck at work.
I was. I mean, it's not even a lie. I really was at work, but it was just like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so overwhelmed running in 8,000 different directions right now that I have forgotten my kid at practice. Like,
it was because they have different pickup times for every
it is.
different
It's what
day
I'm
and
not
thing,
used to.
and-
I'm just not into that like routine yet. And then today, we were gonna go shopping, and it was like 4:30, and Tom's like, "So are you gonna pick Olivia up?" I'm like, I forgot. I mean, I didn't forget. I knew I had to get her, but
Yeah.
like. And today I even early this morning had set an alarm so that I wouldn't forget to get her.
I know. You have to do that when you're like charging through your day.
Because all of a sudden you're like, holy cow, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. Like, how did this happen?
I know.
So,
It's rough.
But yeah, so I think that not only do the kids thrive on routine, like I
Parents
might be
do
thriving
too.
on routine. Yeah, I
We'll
think
get
I
back
need
in
it.
it. And I think
I
we're
need it.
packing lunches for band camp because band camp's going on.
Oh my God. Tom told the kids that, he told me, he's like, so Olivia plays the flute, so does Campbell, and they keep saying like, oh, at band camp, and we're all like dying because of the American Pie movie.
That one time
At band camp. And so Tom's like, I'm going to make them watch the American Pie movie just so that they can understand why they need to
can't
stop
stay
saying this.
Well, and then every day, I was always like when the kids were in elementary school, which you have it in preschool too, and now still in high school for band, you have your theme weeks. Every different day is a different theme.
This is so annoying. Okay, I love that she's in the band.
I was
love
always into
that
like
she's
the
in band
100
camp.
day, like the
This
crazy
is
hair
too much.
day.
Every day there's another theme.
So by the time you get to high school, and
It's
I know
too
they
much.
can do it on their own, but then I like to elevate it to the next degree.
You are
Like,
you are extra.
can you make a t-shirt? Of
We
course I
just
can make
made
t-shirts.
Barbie t-shirts for tomorrow.
We'll go to the orthodontist and wait for 45 minutes and then have a half an hour appointment. And then we'll go to Joann's to look for pink t-shirts that don't exist thanks to the Barbie movie.
Right.
And so we had to settle for white t-shirts, which we had at the market, and then pink
But
vinyl on the
in
t-shirts.
good
They
news,
turned
I
out
just
really cute.
taught myself how to use the t-shirt press. So that was a
plug
plus.
it in, crank it down.
That was a
So-
self-explanatory thing. So
Oh my
figured
goodness.
that out.
So it's just like,
Yeah, it's been go, go,
back
go,
to
go, go.
school.
I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. I'm very excited. Getting my extensions.
What'd you get done this morning?
I got my Botox done. Oh my goodness. She did so much. So, I get Botox for migraines, and she did so much today that she was like, so where do you want this extra vial I have? And I was like, oh, I don't know.
Can I take it from my friend?
Yeah, I was like, I
I'm
don't,
really.
I don't know. She just started poking. I don't even know. At one point,
Did
she
you ask
was
her
like,
about the lip flip?
no, what's
You can
the
get it in your lip, and it like gives you a little, but not like Restylane or whatever they do, collagen.
where you end up
whatever.
like,
Your
yeah.
lips are so
Mhm.
big.
I don't like that look. No, but at one point she had so much left she could not put more in my face. She put it in because I get it for migraine. So I get it in my shoulders, I get it in the back of my neck, I get it in under my head. She was literally sticking it.
Does it feel weird? Like
It's
you notice
very
all
uncomfortable,
this,
yeah.
But like afterwards.
Yeah, so I feel very bruised. Every part of my head feels very, very bruised right now.
How often do you get this done?
3 months. Every 3
Well,
months.
listen, I was supposed to get Botox, and we all know that I get barn Botox when I see my friend who is a physician, and she gives me Botox when I see her at sheep shows. But they got an early dismissal, and so I didn't get my Botox.
I got enough for both of us, girl.
And I need mine. My frown line is coming back.
So this is interesting. So Kristin, who has never smoked, we were
Never.
talking about this. We went to Sephora, and she bought this super dark, really pretty lipstick.
I love it.
And I don't think that you would notice this if this was a lighter color, by the way. But when she put it on, it made it look, I don't think you actually have them now that I'm this close looking at you, but it made it look, no, you don't.
Like I had wrinkles.
Like she had wrinkles. Like, you know, like when you see those old ladies that have smoked for like 40 years and they have that like, that wrinkly and it runs and the lipstick goes like in between the wrinkles in their lips. That's what it looks like on her. I'm curious if anybody knows like why that happens, especially if it's someone that has never smoked. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, because looking at you right now,
I don't
you
have
don't
them.
know.
No, it's just when I put lipstick.
But it's only, I would think it would only be like a dark lipstick.
I don't know.
It was interesting.
It's very sad. It was a $25 lipstick, and I tried it again because I put.
I wonder if we could take it back. Do you know that Olivia returned a color that she did not like to Ulta, and they gave her money back?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they don't like obviously like reuse it or anything,
I'd hope
but
so.
they gave her her money back. So
Well,
I wonder
nice.
for that price you should be able to.
Yeah,
It's
I
a lot
love
of
the
money.
color though, but it doesn't work when it runs down my.
I wonder if gloss would work better for you than lipstick.
Hmm.
Lipstick may be too dry. I don't know. Anyways, what else is going on over here? So we went to Kelly's Island this weekend. We went
You had a
boating.
fun boating weekend. We were at the fair. You were boating.
Yeah, Tom's cousin has a boat up in Catawba, Ohio, near Marblehead, and took the kids to Kelly's for the day. We didn't really go for the whole day. We just went for a little bit. It was a little disappointing. It was for some reason so busy that when we got onto the island, there were no golf carts available.
Oh.
And so we just walked into town, which it's not far. It's like a half a mile walk. So we walked into town. We had lunch at a restaurant, bummed around at like the cute little stores, took the kids for ice cream, you know, really nothing big. But because like you're on foot, there's only so much you can do without a golf cart. So we just went back on the boat, but we took
They
the
need a
kids.
golf cart there.
They have one at Catawba, but not like we took the boat to Kelly's. Right. So then we went back to the boat and took the kids tubing and, wakeboarding, and then we went back to
Now, are you a wakeboarder?
I don't wakeboard. No.
You don't?
No. So here's the thing.
What about tubing?
I've gone tubing. I did not
Tubing
tube
is
this
so
last
fun.
time. I did not tube
Let's
this
go
last time.
tubing and the
I
Golden
have-
ram our tubes, and
Well,
I can try to knock you off.
So last
I love
year,
it.
our friend Christy, we went tubing with them, and her husband thinks it's very funny to like, you know, try to whip you off of it.
Yeah, I love it.
And so Christy and I were on it together, and Tom says I did full scorpion, like where your whole body is
It's
like,
on,
yeah, I was like
attached.
holding on by my hands and my whole body. So I did not go this time. The kids went, and honestly, we were like, by the time we were coming back, the day just kind of, it was one of those days like, oh my gosh, it's 4:00. Oh my gosh, it's 6:00.
yeah,
Like,
but that means you were having so
oh,
much
it
fun.
was a great day. I took like one picture all day. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it was just one of those good days. But it was just funny because we were like, we don't have a lot of time of daylight left. So we're like, let's make sure the kids have time to do what they wanted to do. But his cousin has some property in Catawba where they have a camper there. So we hung out there by a bonfire and we stayed till about 9 or so at night. And then we went home, and I had to work the next morning, so we didn't want to stay overnight. But it was so, I said, my kids have had a really kind of boring summer. So we've been trying to do a lot on the weekends.
I don't think they've had a boring
No,
summer.
it's not been a boring summer, but like the weekdays, like I've either been working or we had a lot going on with my grandma. So like it was like kind of a bummer for them. But like, so every weekend we've been trying to like cram the max in the weekends when, you know, Tom and I are both really not working as much. And it was like, okay, 2 weekends ago we did Cedar Point. This weekend we did Kelly's Island. Next weekend we're camping. A couple weekends ago we went to Columbus for the, you know, concert. Before that we were in Hilton Head. Like it's been like
Every weekend something.
every weekend has been something.
We just need to slow it down.
I feel like we go too fast.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I like need to put a weekend on a calendar with purposely nothing on it.
Right.
somehow.
That'd be so nice to
Mhm.
sit on my beautiful patio and enjoy it.
I want to swim in my pool.
Yeah.
Like before the summer's over.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, there's things to do.
So that's that. So I don't know what else is going on.
Well,
with
you know, I just think that we just need to slow down and take a deep breath and enjoy the moments that we have and
you know.
not wish the last couple weeks of summer away.
I know. But then I have to work and get everything else done.
I know, because
And
fall is coming.
Fall is coming, you guys, and I'm having heart palpitations about it.
Oh, it's going to be fine. I'm having heart palpitations about driving this trailer tomorrow to the pull-through processor that I'm not sure I'm going to fit in.
What are you going to do if you don't fit?
I don't know. I'm telling you, it's going to be a fiasco. Fiasco.
What do you want? Tom just walked out, guys.
Hi, Tom.
It took 1 hour. It wasn't that bad.
He said
Loading?
that loading only took 1 hour and it wasn't that bad. But
Well,
regardless, I saw like, so when Tom used to joke with me, you guys, that when I would get in a bad mood, he would do this funny thing. And yeah, he would say that I would be like totally normal. And then for those of you watching, he would pretend that I was like wearing a mask and he would like
That
lift
was
it up.
actually pretty talented.
Yeah. And be like, and he would be like,
lifted a mask.
right. I can't do it as good as him. But like, and he would be like, oh, it's her alter ego coming out. I think Kristen's might have come out while we were loading.
I do
those
not like
chickens.
loading chickens.
She
And
didn't
tonight
do so
wasn't the
well.
greatest. Well, it's a lot. Like, they're hot. Their bodies. Like,
So-
Tom, you felt them. Their bodies are
Well,
like
you're
hot
sweating. I mean,
boxes.
thanksfully it wasn't 8 million degrees
No,
out tonight. It
but
was
we
actually
wouldn't have
a
been
cool
able to load.
evening.
Like, sometimes we can't even load till morning.
Because
So
you don't want them to
we
sit.
put up the ramp. We took the stack off.
All right, so let's
covered.
chat about this when we're not podcasting.
Tom wants to be on the
He
podcast.
wants to like talk right
Tom,
now.
do you want to drive with me
Like,
tomorrow?
why would you talk about this while we're on a podcast?
We'll leave at 5. We'll be back
All
by
right,
9.
guys, I appreciate that you're actually even still here listening. I can't believe you haven't hung up yet.
Friends, until next
I hope you all have a
time,
great week.
We're mismatched.
Bye.